Good day, Lord Tornadoes, and welcome back to Wasteland 2 with me, Cornish-knight. We've just finished the Agro Centre. Let's travel. Right. Before we do anything else, we must get back to... We need to get back to base camp. I think this is probably going to be the quick way. Hopefully, he says. Run. We've got 100% chance. Yep. It's just going to be a... No, it's not a quick win at all. Okay, that's bad. Not taking a long way it is then. What's our Geiger counter? Oh, refill our water canteen. No, yes, some quick channel notifications. I am still trying to work out what to replace on my channel after losing, well, after completing Shadowrun. If you'd have anything particular in mind, it's gonna travel a lot. Have you been a place? Worst, best with your heals? Oh, whoa, tough question. Not going to basically answer, are you? Okay. So what do you have? FFS Benetto. Oh, lovely weapon. Okay. Carabinga. That's really nice. That's a sniper rifle though. Assault rifle. Level action shotgun. Oh, there's some really nice weapons here. Hatchet. Oh, super expensive though. Let's sell junk. So that's junk. Got a bit of money for it. I might go back, I might save my money. This stuff is really good, but at the same time, I can buy one thing, and then I'm done. Above anything else, I really need to buy a new rifle. I might regret this. Let's keep going. Anyway, so yeah, I have a couple of games in mind. Dangerous Raiders approaching, let's attack them. I have some new games in mind. Blood Bowl, the original. Sword of the Stars for Pit, which is a roguelike. What else? What else? Next in the Shadowrun series. Also, I was thinking of going back to an old game I used to have. So it's more Raiders. Okay, what? He's basic. We'll just do what we normally do and take him by storm. Where's the big guy? You get up front. Right. Let's put a shot into him. Excellent. The thorax cycler bullet hits the raider for 28 points of damage, putting an end to his screaming once and for all. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that, folks. Right, we need to get into a... Take cover. Set to ambush. This These guys are melee, so he has to get within range. I'll put him on back on his... Yep. There goes Lilycorn, blasting him into bits. Angelina got a nice point of damage off as well. There's a gunslinger up there who's just out of range. We'll move up. Underfuax finishes him off as well. Fires a bullet into the already gunslinger, doing 28 points of damage, causing his head to explode like a ripe cascabah. Rightio. Select everyone. Reload. Grab some stuff. Didn't really have anything worth on them, but a little bit of experience always goes away. So we'll grab that, and we'll keep on going. I don't know if I should have bought guns from there. I feel like my damage is starting to drop off. I definitely need to get a new shotgun for Rogue. I need to also, I think, pick up a new rifle as well. So we'll grab some water. We also need to go up and check out the rail nomads, but for that we need to get yeah, come on. We need to get hazmat suits, radiation suits, to go through the waste. And there we go. We'll get back into the Citadel. So now, if there's any particular that you would like for me to play, I'm looking towards going towards maybe Blood Bowl, doing some sports reviewed Blood Bowl, which is a really good little game, or just, I don't know, a whole host of things. He's not here. I think we should be able to get into the Citadel. Got big plans for that can if you gave me big plans. Right, okay. You do that. I wonder if we can use... Got to stick with my target practice. I'll be ready to join the team next time there's an opening. Let's see if we can get... She does animal whistle, right? Call to the wild. An ordinary looking billy goat, better seen than smelled. Visibly listen now, Aberforth. Voltcry kneels and smiles at Aberforth. You're the best Aberforth, don't you forget it. Aberforth appears happy. Oh, it's following me, is it? So if you can pick up the can. Right here, so we've got Devil's Eye. Scored pupil doesn't miss a thing. So she can talk to the goat. Can the Aberforth? Yeah, so we'll keep it like that. We'll refill our water cans. And now we have a goat following us. I don't know how that helps us, but still a goat. Let's talk to the trader, see if he's got anything. Welcome back, kids. How are things going? Right. First things first, I need to get a shoddy radiation suit. And I need to pick up a better assault rifle. Amongst other things. Okay, let's see if there's anything we got to sell. We could probably sell some of this exploding jelly. Let's sell the junk. marbles. They actually weigh stuff. This weighs an absolute metric ton. Okay. So probably break down all the old weapons I'm not using for spare parts. Let's sell some of this. We have to protect that like with our life. Okay. Let's sell that. Logbook page. Scorpion key shaped with the form of a scorpion. Right. Is there anything that I want to buy? Right. Let's see. Some leather armor would be nice, but we must first we must buy this. We need to buy that before anything else. Then we need to buy FAMAS would be nice. He's got no new shotguns. Midnight Special, Scorpion, compared to mine with Mark II 7. Nah. Ooh, small scope. That would be nice. Okay, well first off we need to get a better rifle for him, because his one is starting to drop off damage wise and it's noticeable. So we'll grab that, and that leaves us with a 222. How are we looking ammo wise? He's okay. There's no point selling the energy cells, we don't get much for them. Okay. I'd really like the scope, but if I upgrade soon it will be a waste. And we could do with more armour, really. Goat hide armour might be nice. You need strength 3 though. I might grab it. Alright, so we're officially broke now. One thing I was told to do is get her to break down everything for spare parts, strip for parts. Sturdy magazine. Okay, so we take all the weapons that we don't need, give them to her, and she should be able to strip them for parts. But also to keep some, she said to keep a spare weapon or two lying around in case. Okay, yeah, I remember now. So I was trying to remember what you said about it. That does slightly more damage, Rusty Bucket. Actually, it's a lot more damage. We'll give him that. We'll keep that floating about for now. These two are like my weakest ones, so we can break them down for spare parts. Broken weapon parts. Okay. Yeah, broken weapon parts. Unused parts torn from weapon. Yeah, so we can sell those for a bit of money. So you got anything that he doesn't want? Pump action shotgun. M2. This is not supposed to be a particularly good weapon, to be honest. So we can strip it for parts. Okay, that's gonna give us broken weapon parts. Short barrel. What's this? Herbicide. Got no one that uses energy weapons. When worn a little thin in places and packed more times than a hobo's dungarees, they still block most radiation, but you're gonna want something sturdier when radiation starts clambering. Protects you from level 2 and below. Modifier +2 radiation protection. Okay, so who needs to have some more body armor? He needs it. Okay. There we go. So he's got a bit more body armor. Right, we've got a weapons magazine. So what's this? Sturdy mag. Okay. Attach mod to that. Right. So now his weapon has not a lot of chance to jam. Can we remove weapon mags? Yeah, let's do that. Remove the weapon mag. So this turns it back into a basic M1. He can have that. He's down to 20 bullets. What's he running around with? An M1. Okay. Was this 14 to 18? 14 to 18, 19 to 14, okay. So you can have that. Requires weapon smithing of 4. -2 chance to jam, +4 capacity. That is nice. He's got a shotgun, right? Got a choke, so we can only have a small barrel. That assault barrel really isn't worth it at all. I mean, maybe on sniper rifles. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out. Right, so what we can do with that. Weapon parts. Okay. Let's go.
One hell of a wigwam you guys got here.
Good to see you. Recruits General has informed me that you have completed your mission. Welcome to Ranger Citadel. Right, so if we can get in. Please come inside, Grenadier Major. Right, let's check our journal. Investigate the strange metal leg. Look for the rest of the logbook, and he's at No Man's Camp. We still have Ace's Ranger Star, yeah. Let's go. So our trusty goat in tow, we enter the Citadel. Captain Hunter Team Echo, isn't it? Nice to put a face to the name of Captain Hunter Team Delta. Your team doesn't look like the other teams we've met. That's because we're different from the other teams you've met. We're special ops. Aren't all Rangers special? What makes you all different? Well, let's just say we're Ranger Team Vegas calls when other Ranger teams get out of line. Okay, so they're basically the people that go and kill rogue rangers. You got seeing a chum up. So basically, they're like into the military police. Good to know. Remote turrets. Grenadier Steel Dawn. Corporal Flintstock, excellent. Does he say anything? Can we actually talk to him? Rangers. And our Ranger Goat. Seems like it was only yesterday. Ancient and balding, with his Ranger fatigue hanging baggy on his skinny frame. He wears his long grey hair pulled back in a tight ponytail, and his bifocals teeter on the edge of his nose. Corporal Flintlock Eggleston, what choice do we have to make? Wish you saved Centaur instead. Nothing. What a choice you have to make. Wish you'd saved Ag Center instead. Nothing I like better than rutabagas. Now I guess they're gonna be gone. Corporal Flintstock. Now what can Flintstock do for you today? You call us children, and you name Flintlock. We can do to help you with. Let's name Flintlock. The fellows all joke that I've been around so long, but the standard issue for Ranger back in my day was a flintlock and a cone skin cap. And well, they ain't far wrong. I got booted out when General Vega. I got boots older than General Vegas' daddy. What do you think of General Vegas? He's a good kid, Vegas. Helped us save the world from Finster and Base Cochise robot army back in the old bad old days. He's been keeping us safe and strong ever since. Love him like my own son. What was Base Cochise? Back before the apocalypse, it was a military facility just like this one, only Cochise was a robot research centre. Then somehow 15 years back its mainframe had some kind of glitch and it started to think that humans were the enemy. Can you believe it? The darn thing started popping out killer robots and sending them off to kill all the Surratt and sundry. Well, the Rangers had to put a stop to it, didn't they? And so we did. Blew the damn place to Kingdom Come. Ain't seen a robot since. Who was Finster? Then you see his head in the museum, crazy scientist type, wanted to kill everybody and replace them with mutants, started making a plague to wipe us all out. Thank God. Vagus and Angeli and Frasser and Hellraiser put him down like the mad dog he was. Do you call us children? Ha. Everybody's a kid to me. I'm older than dirt, and you're going just back from your first patrol, aren't you? Well, then I guess I can call you what I want. Is there anything I can help you with? Well, as a matter of fact, you could. The team is looking for interesting relics and artifacts in the past to aid to your collection. Recovering that kind of stuff was the best thing It was the best thing for crazies who lived here before ever did. Trouble was, all they wanted was to hide it away. We want to show it to people. Let him cognate on it. Maybe figure out what some of it does. So let's see if you come across anything interesting while on patrol. Bring it back, and I'll trade you for what you found. I won't give you no junk either. I'll set you up with something nice. We found Ace's Ranger Star at the service spot in the museum. That's damn sad, but we're truly fortunate you found it, kid. I'll add it to my collection. I'll help remind us the sacrifices that Rangers sometimes have to make to keep the Wasteland safe. Thank you, Ranger. Rightio. We found this amazing lamp. What do you think? Oh wow, it's indescribably beautiful. I'll help add it to my collection. Can I have it? Give the lamp. Thank you, Rangers. You suddenly have an eye for archaeological interest and fashionable. In fact, I think you deserve a little something extra for this find. How about I let you take the Red Rider rifle out of the on loan? I've got a handful of BBs, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to find more. Just try and keep it clean and make sure to point it away from your face. Those rad suits you retained are fascinating. I've invested in the history of their production. Very interesting. So what did we pick up? Red Rider BB gun. 100% chance to apply eye put out. Wait, what? What does that mean? Not particularly deadly, it could easily put out an eye. Okay, so we can use it to basically blind people. That's good, I guess. Right, how many clips does this thing hold? 32 size magazine. Base damage. 4 burst. So her clip size is okay. .20 clip magazine. Do we have a spare mag lying around? Yeah. I'm gonna quickly send his rifle to her. Along with the extended magazine, so I could really do without that thing jamming on me. Give it back to him now. He's got a relatively good weapon. It won't jam, hopefully. Right. So if we look at our quest book, what quests do we have left? Investigate the strange leg. Rest of the logbook, monitor the radio course sporadic for the spreading infection, find a way to reach Domata and set up the second radio repeater. Okay. Well, now if you have a small square plate of plastic coloured blue, orange and white, there are raised letters and numbers embossed on it. Most of the numbers are rubbed off, but you can make out the letters H. Crusher-esque, Esquire. Seems like it was only yesterday. Scratched into the scientific fictional eyepiece of the word Protoss. So this is the museum, I take it, his museum. Ooh, we got skill points. The statue shows the back of a head of 3 tentacles instead of a body, each gripping a stiletto knife. The opposite side of the head shows the same. A plaque at the base says Ranger in the year of who fucking cares, Eric Tidderman. So we've got the goat following us around. I take it this is the weird scientist guy they were talking about. You also spot an actual useful fix-it by guy marker hidden at the bottom of the shelf. Right, take it. Examine. Shelf is filled with oldly timey books. A few titles catch your notice: An American Life, the book of nauseating correct manners and maximum power, but you don't have time to read them. Memories of my time in the Rangers. Intelligent Report Part 2. History of the Rangers. Right, let's take all. We'll give it to her because she's got the least stuff to carry. So let's check out what these are. Intelligent Report Part 2. Oh boy, this is a long one. Investigations into the occurrence of robots in the Las Vegas sewers by Ranger Anne Ellick continued. Another mystery of the Vegas sewers. Why these cyborgs all seem to be unique to the place, and they clearly unmistakably originate from Best Cochise, but most differ from more heavy-duty cyborgs that were found at other places, such as the Sliced Dicers, the Scorpitrons, and the Thrasicrawler, Steel Reaver, or Silver Stranger. In general, the characteristics of the sewer cyborgs were thus were less capable of combat and less functional overall. They utilised organic materials in their construction. They emulated extant life forms such as humans, crocodiles, and boa constrictors, even though many of these life forms were not native to the desert region and had not been seen since the war. For this investigation, we interviewed numerous Vegas citizens, including some vagrants who had moved into newly abandoned sewers, which were more easily accessible than previously assumed. An open manhole cover in an abandoned part of Vegas led directly to the sewers. General Vargas instructions were to include any theory, no matter how wild. So, from combining our personal findings and observations in the sewers and eyewitness reports from bystanders and rangers, we can offer the following possibilities. Invasion force. Most logical theory is that these robots were an invasion force preparing to take over Vegas, but if so, the sewers make an odd staging area, and they had taken no aggressive action towards Vegas before the Rangers' arrival, other than dismantling Max. Martian invasion force. As told to us as researched by Johnny Flatboots, one of the sewer's more colourful inhabitants, the cyborgs were predominantly preliminary invasion force, and were not really cyborgs, said they were actually Martian ceropods. The skies of cyborgs. The research in the range cyborgs cast doubt on this theory. Bet you that's an XCOM reference. Dumping grounds. The strange and largely inferior nature of the sewer cyborgs could point to them being early prototypes developed by Base Cochise's AI, where the sewers being used as a dumping ground for unsatisfied experiments. A buffer force. This is entirely feasible based on the robot's force's location. They were meant as an emergency buffer against threats from the east, such as the Desert Rangers, or perhaps the mutants being spawned by E1 Fister. Program error 1. A partial decryption of the robot's programming revealed a command to clean out all the shit in Vegas. The ambiguous wording of this command is possible misinterpretation. Program error 2. All robots entered through a single open manhole, but none exited through it. It is therefore possible that all robots in the sewers can be traced back to a faulty pathfinding and one missed manhole cover. This is why you program your robots carefully, folks. Because of limited sources of information available to us, we cannot discount any of the theories as a possibility, except perhaps the Martian invasion one. Our conclusion, therefore, are that these invasion forces, dumping grounds, and buffer forces theories all have roughly equal likelihood of being accurate, but we cannot discount the possibility of program errors in the relatively primitive cyborgs, leading to theories 5 and 6. This leaves the final conclusion of this investigation a regrettable inconclusive. It could be that one of these was the original one, then something happened and changed them. What's this? Dismiss companions. You can remove an unneeded or troublesome CNPC from your squad by using the dismiss button. Dismissed NCP will leave the area and return to your Ranger headquarters. Dismissed NCPs will wait for you until you return and recruit them again to speak with them. You can only bring a maximum of 7 party members at any time. Okay. What's this? Morals, my time in the Rangers, part 3. History of the Rangers. We'll read those at the beginning of the next episode. I'm going to try and push on for now. The Gonaldwin staff with a disturbing reddish tint and the crust of dried gore at the business end. Just looking at it fills you with nameless dread. This is probably all references to stuff from the previous game. Ooh, we can repair it. While the cannon's been dead for years, its parts seem to have a working order. Someone with knowledge of machinery and other repairs might be able to get a little power flowing. Let's try that. This is probably going to not go particularly well. Come on. Success. A flash of energy flows over long dormant power couplings and dissipates. While you've done all you can to repair the cannon, the only last result is a conscious hum at the bottom of the range you're hearing. Okay. Your repair seem to have reawakened some parts of the tech deep within the beam generator. It would take years of study or a miracle to get this thing back in working order. Ah, well, it's still working at any rate. What's this? Examine computers of some kind, generally illuminating the area with a dim light. Wasteland snakes. WASD keys, find water. So it's basically snakes. Yeah, it's just snakes. To be honest, I always had a problem with this game. Always used to drive me around the bend. Computer of some kind. It's a game console. Phone booth, clock. A plastic card with a blank strip on one side and the words security pass 7 written on the other. It seems to have a lot of wear and tear. The problem is if we probably played the first game, we could probably tell what this was. Examined, somehow the Rangers had managed to keep an intact M388 David Cockridge tactical nuke in perfect state for the last 150 years. Every part, wire and actuator looks to have been working order. Do you think the warhead is live too? The M388 David Cocktail, a bright red button blinks silently on the control panel below, launching machinery. Wonder if this button still works. Well, that was unfortunate. The nuke set off in Flintlock's laboratory may have been small, but it was enough to kill everyone inside Range Citadel, thus ending the Desert Range as an institute and a force for stability within the region. Oops. Oh dear. I killed myself. Don't worry, I just load from an earlier save. I just wanted to see what happened. I knew it was probably going to be... This is why you don't press red buttons, folks. Yes, this is why you do not press red buttons. They always say there'd be no matter how, you could have the world's most dangerous device in the world and someone just pressed the red button and set it all off. We're back out here. Okie dokie. Well, what I'll do then is I'll stop here. That could have gone slightly better. I managed to kill every single person in the Citadel with a nuclear weapon. I never did say I was a careful player of games. Captain Peter Dog can't stop the chat. Team Esco, Team Alba's on the way out. I love it when the plan comes together. Captain Picard. Captain Prepared can't stop the chat. Team Echo, Team Alba's also got a job to do. Okay, that's nice to know, I suppose. We'll grab the goot. Goot power. Come with me, goat. Right, we have the goat. We can talk to the goat. Praise the goat. Who are now with us. We are one with the goat. Right. That does probably fortunately mean that we still got all the junk and stuff lying about. Yeah, okay. Well, we had to take care of that again. I'll go back to where we were with the nuclear weapon again, and this time we won't press it. I'll see you all next time, folks. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, on Steam, or leave a comment in the comment section. I'm always happy to read them and reply. So see you all next time. Goodbye.